Good morning and welcome to today's edition of NWCR's Removing the Liberal Blindfold for this Thursday, the 27th day of August in the year of our Lord 2020. One of my favorite brands of soft drinks has always been Pepsi, and it's been that way for a while now. And now they are throwing all of us who are Republicans and support our president under the bus. So I will return the favor. From illicit info comes this one. Pepsi is now an American brand that has surrendered to the radical left who hate conservative Americans. It's sad to watch because it's a confirmation that they are hedging their bets in case Team Biden-Harris win in November. They, like millions of others, know that if the Democrats win this election, it will be 4 years of nonstop get-evenism against capitalism, corporations, and white people. Pepsi understands that they may have committed some racist thought crime in years past by running some then innocuous advertising that the wokety woke crowd of today will use to try to cancel them out. But their weakness and lack of ability to fight back is all the more reason that I'm going to stick with Coca-Cola. That fear of the cancel culture has unfortunately made it practically impossible to purchase anything without adding to the bank account of people who now openly profess to hate your guts. This week, Pepsi retweeted a post to their 2.9 million followers with a video of Tucker Carlson supposedly losing it when he was corrected on his pronunciation of Harris's name by a guest who is always arrogant and obnoxious to conservatives on news programs. Mike Cernovich tweeted, "Pepsi hates conservatives because the soda company retweeted a lie about Tucker Carlson. That was Pepsi telling America they side with the radical left." Anyone who watches his show on a regular basis knows that Carlson doesn't let people get away with nonsense like accusing someone of intentionally mispronouncing someone's name or even calling someone a racist for simply mispronouncing an ethnic name like this jackass did. I guess I'm like Tucker because I couldn't help myself. So Pepsi felt the need to mock Fox News's Tucker Carlson Friday night. I wonder if they'll mock someone else for it. Probably so. As it turns out, Joe Biden mispronounced her name as well. Leftists should be more outraged at that because she's now his running mate. But I guarantee we won't hear a peep out of the wokety woke crowd because the left are not serious people at all. Here's Tucker's official response on his show that the very next night. Fair warning, the pundits on CNN are out of their minds, with one woman claiming that Tucker unintentionally mispronounced the name and that there's some great racist effect white America has done to this country for years. And now to remove the liberal blindfold here, folks. I do know that I have always liked Pepsi more than Coke. But Pepsi just lost my customer status. I love America a hell of a lot more than I did Pepsi. But for me, a member of conservative nation media, who right at the moment is not big enough to get the ridicule that Tucker Carlson gets, we have the luxury to sit back and watch what the lamestream lying liberal media really does. And the sad part is, we do call them out on their stupidity regularly. But not that many people hear the stuff we get to say. So the only thing that happens to us as we go along is to get thrown in Facebook jail and get the people who actually do hear us to like us or hate us if they feel that way. But one of these days our ability to say things, the things we do, will finally get noticed and we will get the ridicule. Tucker in this one handled it really good. In fact, he handled it better than most any person in the news these days does, with the exception of a few. And so the media and the left are now mad at Tucker. Well, to me, the one who has been watching from the sidelines while making my own comments, commend him for what he has done, because making the enemy here mad is the name of the game after all. And if he got CNN to go batshit crazy over what he said, then what he said was right on the money. And I won't change the way I call her, because Kamala Harris does not deserve the luxury of getting to say and do anything with impunity. She thinks she does. No one gets that, especially one who hasn't earned that right, and she hasn't. And for that matter, neither has the media. But last night in the RNC convention, Vice President Mike Pence told us some things that were never even hinted at in the DNC convention. Some of his best lines included, quote, "The Democrats spent 4 days attacking America. Joe Biden said we were living through a, quote, season of American darkness," unquote. But as President Trump said, where Joe Biden sees American darkness, we see American greatness, unquote. And another, quote, "Americans see President Trump in lots of different ways, but there's no doubt how President Trump sees America. He sees America for what it is, a nation that has done more good in this world than any other nation, a nation that deserves far more gratitude than grievance. And if you want a president who falls silent when our heritage is demeaned or insulted, then he's not your man," unquote. Pence was channeling America and American greatness, while Biden and the demonorats channeled darkness and stayed as far away from American greatness as they possibly could. So, who do you want for president, folks? A man who thinks that without him America will never come out of the darkness? Or a man who says America is great and always has been, but that our best is still ahead of us? I know who I would want. The other thing, before I go now, I noticed that during the July 4th holiday, Facebook showed absolutely no icons for use that were patriotic in nature. But this morning there is a whole new slew of their little icons that pertain to Black Lives Matter and fists raised in the air. Why not American stuff? Why not all Black Lives Matter? Why not all lives matter? People on the left get mad at us when we say all lives matter, but we must say Black Lives Matter. Excuse me. But really, when you say all lives matter, doesn't that include black too? Just a common sense question that nobody seems to be asking here. Thank you all for joining me today, and as a friend of mine used to always say, we will not be ruled, and that is if we start refusing to allow it. This is Robert the Infidel, and I will see you all again on Monday. And remember, NWCR's Removing the Liberal Blindfold is brought to you through Conservative Nation Media, where America always wins. We'll see you again tomorrow on my weekly Friday show. Have a blessed day and have a blessed weekend. Thank you all for watching.